for perhaps him being the #1 player right now.
One thing that I think is cool about this matchup, it's just a little side note, is both of these guys are a part of that game day program. So if you wanted to admit right now, you could go and get yourself a Young Kiv coach item or a Mike Skimbo coach item and have either one of these guys on the sideline for you in your ultimate team games. I think that's phenomenal.
So Kiv's going to have it first. Remember, Skimbo's got to win, and he's got to win big.
You make all this money, Scott. You make this run, you get all these opportunities, and then you get in the game. EA Sports, I'm in the game. And that's a dream come true. And talk to the players about that, and they couldn't be more ecstatic.
I was in the game once, a couple years back.
Were you?
Yeah.
You lying?
No. You had to collect me, Adam Rank,
MJD.
and MJD to unlock a 92 MJD.
It's dope.
I was there.
Coltrane
for a moment. I think that's one of the most rare items in the game. Like, it was like it came out in packs for like a week, and then that was it. So it was like super rare to get that MJD.
If you go and play CFM, they got me as one of the trainers.
Oh yeah, I put you on my squad.
I think it's Ryan Glakowski.
Yeah, I got you in there. I got to keep my guys in shape. There's a jump here on 1st and 10 at the 40. We can't go full podcast mode this time. We got to lock in. 1st and 5. We can't open up the phone lines. Here we go. Kiv. Play action to Wentz. Brought down in the pocket at the 41. Brown gets there with a sack. 2nd and 9.
And if you're Kiv in this kind of game, Scott, where point differential is Skim's got to beat you by more than 16 or something like that, you just got to slow the game down. Don't be in a rush. Kill the clock and get this game, not slow it down, get this game over with as quick as possible. Make sure that clock stays ticking and make it extremely hard for Skim to even have the time to get himself a 16-point lead.
And Kiv, picking up the first down there, passes the ball a ton, but he normally completes these passes. So although he doesn't have a strong running game, he's able to keep that clock moving just by dinking and dunking down the field, making those right reads.
Well, I'm interested to see how much of this clock is he going to take away in these early possessions, because it's easy to forget about it, but when you're playing in this type of game, it's important.
You know, you talk about the Gamertag spot me please, or right now you're basically up 16-0 over Skimbo right here in the first quarter. Kiv trying to secure the bye. And there's another sack. This time Yannick gets in there. You mentioned that digital Skimbo. Look at that.
Look at that.
Look how good that looks.
Oh, Mike Skim on the sideline. That looks great, Scott.
That's the play call sheet. It's all passing. Man. There's no running plays on that sheet.
He said what he does when he plays his buddy Dubby now online. If Dubby does something good, Skim calls timeout, so the scriptable plays, and W has to watch him. His virtual character called the timeout.
That's salt in the wounds for W.
Oh, Skim's a savage. But that is cool stuff right there to not only be in the game, but be on the sideline, your own virtual character, get support from the community. Skim's been in a situation where he goes and plays the game online against somebody who has him as the coach on the sideline, and that's cool stuff.
We can't overlook this rivalry.
It's definitely a rivalry.
You know, Skimbo, over these last couple seasons, has cost young Kiv a lot of money.
A lot of money, Scott.
Big games, key games in the playoffs, and he's knocked him out each and every time. Really, the only two big victories Kiv has had over Skimbo is at the beginning of the year, game 1 up in Minnesota, but also it was an online qualifier.
That was a big game. Prevented Skim from making the Madden challenge, and Skim, it's a match that haunted him for a while, the young Kibba. And there he is.
Yeah, the Kibba, the youngster.
On the sideline.
In game, swagging.
They need to get a license with some Gucci or something on. Fear of God. Get him on the sideline like that. If we get the Dreamy coach guard, the coach item in
I need the bandana.
And he doesn't have the bandana, I'm going to be upset.
Hester!
Ooh, Skim!
Got him in there for Skim, and there's one touchdown.
Does he go for 2? Does he go for 2 early, Scott?
Now you're getting diabolical. He's going to kick the extra point here. So it's pretty much, if you want to think about the implications here, Kiv is trying to lock up this first round bye, but Skimbo still has an opportunity to win the division if he can beat Kiv by 16 points, and there's 6 of them right there with Hester.
I'm almost going for 2 because you only need a win by 16 points if you skim. If you score that touchdown, you get the 2. You're only 1 possession away from being where you need to be.
You can also be 10 points away from where you need to be too.
I'm going for it. And knowing Skim, knowing that he might have been in this situation, you would have thought maybe he had a 2-point play up his sleeve. He said he's going all out, but you know what, Scott? I shouldn't be questioning Michael Skimbo's strategy. He's thought it through a lot more than I have. So I'm sure there's some logic behind what he's doing here, obviously.
You know, Kiv took up half the quarter, Dinkin and Duncan, and then Skimbo after turnover on downs. Boom! Right to the end zone with Hester. Here comes young Kiv back. And we got some movement up front.
Oh, man, if Skim's able to get a turnover here and get some points and make this 2 possessions and makes Kiv really start having to play catch-up to protect that lead, that point differential, it's going to get exciting.
There's another jump. Has the line on aggressive.
He's got to play aggressive right now.
Sure.
You know, Kiv, it's 16-point differential. You need a win by 16 points or more. You got to go all out.
Clock doesn't move either. You give 10 yards, but no time has run off. Wentz throws it. What accuracy over to the 38-yard line. 5 for 5 now for Kiv. You see the scenario. Got to win by 16 to win the division. That's how big that loss was in Minnesota when he ran a fake field goal and misclicked. Pressed the wrong button, and that opened the door for Kiv to get that key win at the start of the season.
And it's funny, we keep in contact with these players after those big games. We get to talk to them every now and then, and Skim would not let that misclick go. I mean, you get a random text from Skim, you know, late in the night, you get ready to go to bed. I can't believe I misclicked the fake field. It's like, Skim, you obsessive. But you got to admire it because it's
why. He knows how big that was, though.
And it's part of why he's the #1 player in the world. This is, you know, this is a guy we talked about. He has a degree in business management, but he's decided to take some time off to play competitive Madden full-time. It's worked out for him. He's made over $200,000 in his last 2 seasons. Still in this Ultimate League with a chance to make more. But he takes it very serious.
Skim nearly picked that off with Kraus.
The kind of business management. He knows how you got to run a business, and he runs his Madden game like it's a business.
Oh, that's 6.
I think if you're Kiv, at some point you got to forget about this point differential. You got to try to just win the ball game. Play your game. Don't do anything different. It's not working out. There's a jump that makes it 3rd and 5. 20 yards and penalties already for Skimbo here in the first quarter.
Yeah, Skim's just going to stay on that aggressive. He's going to let Kiv fake hike him. He needs to do it. You need to find a way to make plays in this game if you Mike Skim. This is the game to be aggressive in.
3rd and 5 at the 33. But also put him in field goal range. It's just the question is, does he have Heath? Or does he have somebody with a real leg? Doesn't matter. There's Landford.
That's risky. That's risky.
Down to the 15.
Skim telling Kiv that's risky, but Kiv just bought enough time to let that route develop and get open. Good awareness and pocket presence by the Kiva.
7-0, but really it's a 9-point game. I want to keep pounding that home throughout this one. Able to rush down to the 5. 2nd and 5.
In the future, in this situation, we need 2 score HUDs. You got the real score HUD,
aggregate,
and then we need the little scum score HUD that tells you the real situation.
It really is an aggregate situation. Throw my soccer terminology out there. 2nd and 5.
Big soccer guy, man.
Oh yeah. Get on the FIFA broadcast, rock it out. Why not?
Be good. It's a lot harder to pronounce some of those names. These Madden names.
Aubameyang.
You gotta watch out. You ready?
I'm ready, man. I'm locked in.
I believe in you.
3rd and 5. So many great things happening at EA Sports for sure. 3rd and 5. Wentz gets free. Takes a big hit, but he's at the 4.
That was
He skims frustration on that
man,
base cam. He got a hit on Wentz. Trying to poke that ball loose, cause a fumble, and Kiv's going to take this one for the 2nd quarter.
That was it. That was it.
So 7-0. There was a couple moments for Skimbo, and he could have had some turnovers. Those guys, you know, everyone's watching. You guys are watching at home. We're watching. Goes and Joel are watching. Trying to see who's going to get the bye. At the end of 1, Skimbo with a 7-0 lead over young Kiv, and Goes and Joel are tied at 3. Start of the 2nd here between Skimbo and young Kiv. 7-0 game. Young Kiv is threatening. Also understanding that Goes and Joel game, they're also in a key situation as well. So start of the 2nd. 1st and goal here at the 4-yard line. And we talked about that 4th and goal from the 1 over here on the left for Joel in the black and yellow.
Big play over there for Joel.
Probably not going to sneak it here. Might be just trying to get a jump. He does sneak it.
Blown up.
And he's denied by Goes. So Goes will take over on his own 1-yard line in the shadows.
The gaming of Spall. Well, that's what Goes stands for.
Yeah. G.O.A.T. Hassan Spall. Got to go 99 yards now.
North Brunswick, New Jersey.
Careful not to take the safety over here on the right side. Kiv bouncing around and finds its way in. So 7, going to be 7-7 after this extra point by young Kiv.
Tell you what, son, Kiv's got like a scary focus going on up there. He hasn't said much. You've seen Skim like trying to interact with him up on that stage, and Kiv just kind of gives him this blank look, like, don't talk to me. He's locked in up there, not messing around when it comes to getting this bye.
And it goes back months. It goes back to last year. I mean, the Madden 18 year, but I'm talking all the way back to the challenge. The wheels come off the wagon against Drini. You're in the finals. You're that close to touching that first belt, and then you don't make your club championship. Killer Mike beats you again. And those are 2 moments that you either shut it down and you go find another hobby. You're up there in Seattle. You take up, you start doing, you get on a shrimping boat. You do something else with your life, or you lock in. And now he's to me, he's playing the best. Him and Drini right now are the players to beat. That's enough of that rant. We're over here with Goes and Joel.
Scott Cole motivational speeches this Saturday. Marriott.
I'll do that.
That's a good point, though. A lot of people, you learn a lot about yourself, how you deal with adversity. And Kiv obviously has dealt with some of it and dealt with it well.
It's kind of a side story. My high school classmate, his name's Benny Gross, graduated from UW. Didn't know what he wanted to do with his life. So instead, he became a shrimping guy. Got out there. I mean, had a college degree. Didn't know what he wanted to do next. He was out there in the Puget Sound getting shrimp and all kind of stuff.
Went the Bubba Gump route.
Next thing you know, he
Forrest Gump.
met a good girl, moved back to Texas, and life's okay. Sometimes you don't know what you want to do in life.
What's the best kind of shrimp you're messing with? You could have a dish of shrimp cooked one way. Where are you going? Quick.
Oh man, I need jumbo fried from. I need to be down in Charleston, South Carolina.
Nothing wrong with jumbo fry. A little cocktail sauce.
It's really not a bad way to do shrimp, to be honest with you. I like the jumbo though. 3rd and 4 over here. Got to get that food podcast going. We're too passionate about it. And there's Sean Jackson able to pick up the first down. This drive started at the 1-yard line. All the way down to the 22 now for Goes after the 4th and goal stop. And here's Skimbo down at the 6. 7-7, but the score might as well be 23-7. And he's able to punch it in with his running back, Jamal Charles. And now do you see some, which you talked about, some desperation? Do you start going for 2, knowing that you might be in a shootout? He's going to kick it through.
Yeah, if I'm Skim, I think I'm going for the 2, Scott, personally. I just want to know that I got to score 2 touchdowns and get 2-point conversions. It's similar to where the Patriots were when they made that comeback against the Atlanta Falcons 2 years ago. I mean, it makes it so much simpler, but when you start, to scoring the touchdowns, that means you're going to have to sneak an extra field goal or something in there with not a lot of time. I just want to kind of put Kiv under pressure, because even right now, it's still a 2-possession ball game against Kiv, but where if you score and get the 2-point conversion, now you got Kiv has to play with the pressure of knowing it's really a 1-possession ball game. And
3rd and 8 to the end zone. Couldn't get that foot in bounds. Tried to drag it. 4th and 8. He's going to kick a 37-yarder to take a 3-point lead.
I would love. I got to talk to Skim about that after the game. So Ghost kicks that field goal. Why not go for 2? I'm curious what his logic is there.
You saw the left foot. Couldn't get it in bounds. So it was incompletion from the get-go. Didn't matter about the toe drag swag.
Put a drive together. Come on, man. Put a
And
drive
if it
together.
goes, you want to win this game too. Yeah, Joel, he was calling you everything but the son of God the first time you guys played. He said you didn't deserve a belt.
He said he had a belt too. It's the belt he wears to church. Kind of besmirching that victory for Goes, who just happened the day before.
Great feeling too as a Madden player. Capping works both ways. People will cap at you, they have fun, they can swag out. But when you're not the capper and you get to go and really put a beating on the capper and get that win and make them go and think about it, that's a great feeling.
They might face each other in the playoffs as well. Almost a certainty. 1st and 5.
Getting a W versus Sherm Sticky back in the day.
Well, could he talk? He's still somewhere
it's
talking it up.
You hear people talk about Joel as the cap god.
Nowhere close.
Anyone
not even close.
Saw Sherm stick.
That's the all-time. That's the all-time trash talking champ.
Madden Nation Season 1. Go do your homework, kids.
Wonder all the stuff that they didn't put on air when it comes to that, man. 1st and 10 here at the 35. We're riding along with young Kiv here. Remember the situation. Skim's got to win by 16 to win the division. Get a 1st-round bye.
Good pass.
Low throw to Warfield. You want to talk about MVPs? Who's the biggest impact players in the league? Paul Warfield's got to be up there. He's got to be in the top 3.
He's been a monster. Right when I go back, you talk about watching what players these guys use, implementing them on your MUT team. Guarantee you, Warfield will be on RG's account when he gets home.
So at the 2-minute warning here, Skimbo with a 7-point lead.
It's a lot of cap, a 71 cap. for that Paul Warfield. I mean, you're spending there.
And absolutely do it all. There's a reason he's got a red star underneath him.
It's true.
Wentz. Some point, Skim's got to start holding Kiv to field goals. Wentz will get loose.
Needed a big hit there.
A couple times he's been able to lay the wood on Wentz, but Wentz has not coughed it up yet. 1:45 to go in the half now.
Kiv grabs some H2O. Look at him with that Seahawks jacket on too. You know, Kiv, big Seahawks fan. Talked about it. 2 years losing in the championship of that Seahawks club championship. He's not happy about that when you bring it up.
He needs to find out when it is next year and send Killer Mike on a all-expense cruise somewhere.
He said, Killer Mike just won't let me be great, G. So now he ain't gonna let you. You gotta go take that.
3rd and 10. You know, Madden goes both ways. You know, Skimbo had a lot of dropped interceptions against young Kiv. We talked about that online stage, the Madden Challenge. And sometimes it goes your way, and then it doesn't. Or Killer Mike, a ton of 4th and 20s just on down the field. Got to take the good with the bad.
Just get beating his chest over there, Scott.
That was big.
You got to remember this for both Kiv and Skimbo. It's a $7,500 difference. If Skim can win by 16, get that bye, that's an additional $7,500 guaranteed in his pocket. Same with Kiv. And you add the rackaroo on top of it for the $1,000 for this game. It's really an $8,500 ball game of John Madden football you're playing.
I'll give you real talk here. These guys are playing to not play Stevie J in an opening wild card game. You don't want that. Nobody wants to play Stevie J right now.
Oh, yeah,
it's a nightmare.
Kiv said it too. He's like, man, I thought I had the run D. Definitely didn't.
Let's get a game update.
Well, guys, Joel had some big words for Goes before this matchup, but so far it's been Goes handling business. Deep 32-yard pass down to the 1-yard line up the right side, and then a good old QB sneak gets him into the end zone. He's up 13-3 with 5 seconds left in the first half.
All right, so a 10-point lead over there. Appreciate it, Dave. We had a 4-point lead here for Skim. You got to get something before the half. Remember, he's facing this huge deficit. Point differential. We talked, people shrug us off earlier in the season. Points matter, point differential. They're like, all right, RG Scott, you can shut that down. But here's the scenario.
Yeah,
here's we are.
As big as ever. Like we said, an $8,500 difference. For the winner of this game, you get $7,500 because you get, additional $7,500 in prize money for getting that bye, $1,000 for the win.
Hester, low throw. Boy, if he could have caught that in stride.
That would have been huge.
That's what he did in the first quarter. Led to a big touchdown run for Hester.
Tell you what, though, if Skim could turn this into a touchdown on this drive, though, one way or another, Scott.
Very interesting.
Oh my gosh, this second half is going to be litty, as the kids like to say.
I thought they're saying rad, I thought. Is rad, groovy, those are gone?
The funny thing is they say lit and litty. I don't even think they say that much anymore.
No, we're so far behind.
We used to say on fire, which was close.
Hey, that's a pick by Kiv!
The Kipper!
That's a backbreaker by Ed Reed.
Shea Kivlin.
You gotta take this one out.
See Skimbo trying to get some momentum.
What a
Clicks on.
click on.
Perfect time and use a pick. And that's why you got to click on and do it yourself, kids.
That's why I'm telling you. I keep saying it. People think I'm out of my mind. Young Kiv and Drini, the top 2 players right now in Madden 18.
And you know what it is? You hear a lot of people that, I don't know why it is, but people don't think they say stick skills don't matter as much anymore. And, they were a big deal back in the day. You could,
there is some truth
really
to
get
that,
icky,
right?
but for to say they don't matter is ridiculous. These top-level players show some serious stick skills, as you see right here.
We've got to be careful not to fumble there.
And they don't just show them, they show the stick skills in a variety of situations, Scott. Controller, controlling their player right here. Look at Skim, tries to make the tackle. Pocket presence, finding the right read, clicking on, using the mechanics pre-play. There's a lot of stick involved in what these guys do.
Kiv's got to be careful here not to throw an incomplete pass here on 2nd and 15 to control the rest of the half here.
Running the ball twice.
You can take a sack, and he might. He's going to run. He's going to slide down. And he will use a timeout here. So 3rd and 3. Knows he might be able to get a Fig Newton here before the half.
Yeah, he's playing this game like he's just out here to win it. He doesn't want Skimbo even at getting the W. It feels like get the point differential.
There's a sack. Skimbo will use that timeout. 4th and 13.
Kev, you can't give Skim a chance to return this punt. We've seen him make too many plays on special teams when given the opportunity.
So 4th and 13 at the 37. He's going to have to put a toe to it.
You got to kick this out of bounds, Kev.
We saw some high-level punting the other day by changing the camera angle so you can get over top. You can see where that punt's going to land. But these guys have faced these situations. Not a great punt. That was Heath, and it takes a wild bounce.
Amazing punt.
And that's going to be the end of the half. It was ugly, but it worked. Score is 14-10. Skimbo still facing the overall deficit against young Kiv, but he's got the lead here at the half, and he's a huge half number 2 and goes, letting his game do the talking. A 10-point lead over Joel CP. Start of the 3rd, Michael Skimbo, Shea Kivlin, 14-10. Here in this really Division B title game, if you want to think it that way. Skimbo's got to win big, got to win by 16 to take the division, take the bye, take the $8,500 for winning a game of John Madden football.
So he's really down, 12 points right now. He needs to end this half scoring 12 more points than the Kiva. Skimbo can steal that bye, get an extra $8,500 in his pocket.
Well, the good news is he gets it first. Here to start the 2nd half. Take it from his own end zone. It's Renfro. Forced out of bounds at the 26, and that's where Skimbo will go to work. Can Kiv sweep the season series between he and Skimbo? Score here is going to make things interesting, especially if it's.
It will be very interesting.
Especially if he can find the end zone.
The touchdown's big because the field goal still
it does nothing. It's a 9-point difference.
Yeah, still 2 possessions. You're running out of time with the Skim. You really need to start putting together these touchdown drives. He's got him. He's got him.
There's Hester. And if you need help with the scoring, I'm trying to do my best here, but it's really 26-14. Kiv's really got the lead here, if you want to think it in the most practical manner.
I think it would be 22. The Skim's up 4 right now, so you subtract the 4 from the 16.
You got
He's up 12, so Kiv's up 12 right now.
Yeah, which 26-14. That's.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to throw you under the bus here, but
No, you got me. I bugged out.
2nd and 22.
Math definitely not Chiefs' strongest suit.
Hey, we know pounds. Half a pound of brisket. You got a rack of ribs. We can tell you how many ribs are in that rack. That's the kind of math we'd be doing.
And this is just that maple block place you put me on out here in California.
Ain't bad.
Oh,
it's a pick. 2nd of the game. This time it's Wilson. Loaf of bread time. And And he's dropped at the 41.
Oh, devastating interception for the Skimbo. Look at this. Tries to throw it, and Larry Wilson's all over that.
There is no world, there is no version, 30 years of Madden where that's open.
Larry Wilson right there, and another user interception for Kiv. Clicked on and made that play, and wow, what a dart.
Oh, man.
Down to the 16. That's twice that Skimbo's had the opportunity to put the pressure on Kiv, and he's turned it over.
Oh, man. Kiv steps up, says, let me show you how to throw the post route. That was a laser, Scott. And Kiv just so prolific through the air.
Something tells me we might see these guys play again in the playoffs. I'm not ready for the trilogy yet.
I'm not complaining, though.
To the 14. Wouldn't that be some? It's Skimbo, Kiv. It's been some amazing games.
That's a great rivalry. And I think Kiv really amplified it. It was really one way in Skim's favor, but Kiv amplified it when he knocked Skim out of that win and get in game in online elimination for the Madden Challenge. Stopped Skim's streak of making almost every live event there was to make.
In the first Disney XD game of the week, start the season, gets the dub. That kind of stuff matters.
You get yourself over that hump the first time, and it becomes a little easier going forward.
He's trying to win 3 in a row versus Skim.
Kiv just sinking right now, killing the clock. And you see that play clock in the top right, Scott, 5, 4. It's exactly what you need to do if you're a young kid. Just milk that clock as much as possible. Take time away from Skim.
3rd and 4.
Look at this pocket presence. Look at this pocket presence.
All day.
Oh!
Cuts it back.
Oh, Skim
you got to fumble there. That's got to be a fumble.
Oh, my goodness. The amount of high-level Madden going on right there. Kiv with extraordinary pocket presence. Gets nasty, but then gets himself into trouble. And Skim just blasts him. Look at this clapping. Bang! And Wentz somehow holds on to that ball. And I feel you, Skim. You really, that's a big hit on a quarterback scrambling around. That ball often will come out. Kiv fortunate on that one. And not only that it wasn't a fumble, that could have been a fumble 6. You heard Skim say.
Well, Skimbo's got to get it in gear now. It's really 29 to 14, if you want to think about it that way. He's
got time. It's just this possession here, Scott, needs to be a scoring drive. Doing some math over there.
I'm over here trying to carry the one.
Cave over there.
I'm in direct contact with the Nerd Cave. Let's get a game update.
Well, guys, G.O.A.T's continuing to roll over here. A quick 4-yard touchdown run to put him up 20-3. So far, Joel, under 100 yards of total offense. Minute left in the 3rd.
Appreciate that one. Looks like G.O.A.T will on his way to winning that one, which by our calculations means it will be G.O.A.T and Stevie J in the opening round of the playoffs.
EMB versus EMB.
Then depending on what happens over here, it's either going to be Kiv and Skim taking on Joel. Depending on who wins the division or not. The non-divisional winner will face Joel.
Look hot to me.
I can't wait. The playoffs of Ultimate League is something special, Scott.
Man, that's hot.
See some bickering going back and forth. 2 of the best talents on the circuit.
I'm telling you, Kiv's not having it anymore.
He's
not going to interact with you. He's not going to have it. He's done.
It's been happening all game. Skim's just trying to chirp at him or even just talk to him, friendly gestures, and Kiv not having none of it.
No! That's playmaker.
Tried to playmaker it.
Be careful with
actually
the hands.
I tried
threw it away.
Get nervous when they bang their hands like that.
Intentional grounding. That's a spot foul. Loss it down. I would have been a good head referee. I'm just saying.
See you roughing some ball.
Click up. Click up.
I don't know.
Digital grounding.
I don't know if they make zebra shirts on our side. It's going to be a pain to find. We need to get admin. Got to convince Chow to rock the ref jersey at these events. Get our admin zebra jerseys.
Get a little EA Sports logo on it.
If they make Chow wear a zebra jersey, he is going to come looking for me, Scott.
Maybe, I mean, I'm just saying, probably the only way you get it to work, the big 3rd and 17 throws another pick.
Oh, you are a lab rat.
This one's in the fridge.
You heard Skimbo, he said, you are a lab rat.
Like a lab rat.
And I don't blame him. There was nothing open right there.
He's still not looking at him. I mean, he's talking to him. He's paying him compliments. He's like, make sure you're balling out. And Kiv's like, man, I don't have time for your compliments. I don't have time for your complaints. None of that. It's 14-13. Skimbo with the lead. He might even win this thing, but it doesn't matter because Kiv's trying to win the division. And on the top goes with a 20-6 lead. Start of the 4th quarter. I want to continue this referee Justin Chow conversation. If we can get a soda sponsorship along with that, that's really the way you could lock Chow into it. If, hey, get you a lifetime supply if you wear the stripes.
It's got to be a specific soda.
I know.
Chow only drinks one kind of soda. I don't want to say it.
Yeah, Dr. Thunder.
It's definitely not Dr. Thunder.
1st and 10. Mountain and Lightning, is that it?
Oh.
1st and 10 at the 46.
The point we talk a lot about the point differential. It matters here, Scott, obviously. But if Skim can hold on and get the win and not cover the point differential, it still gets him that extra $1,000.
Still gets him $1,000. You're right.
So it's not like the win for Skimbo is completely useless if he can't obtain the point differential. He's still got to fight for that extra $1,000. Worst case scenario.
2nd and 19. Skimbo from Claremore, Oklahoma. 2-time belt winner.
2-time.
Has won over $200,000 playing John Madden football.
Yeah, we'll show like 190,000 from the MCS. What people don't realize is Skim's played in some underground type tournaments in other events that, he's won $10,000 underground tournaments, $20,000 leagues. I mean, he's got a lot of accomplishments in Madden outside of the MCS. I mean, this is the big picture. This is where all the magic really happens. But there's a lot of smaller events with some cool opportunities. And Skimbo's capitalized on those as well. And that's what helps add to his legacy and greatness. He's able to do it on all kinds of levels.
Yeah, the other thing is, you got $10,000 basically when you showed up for the Ultimate League. There's a good block ahead. Wentz, why not? Slides down at the 23.
They're excited about something over there. Good scrambling. Look at the flow. He's turned into Savage Kiv.
He wants this win.
It's the Savage Kiv that showed up today.
Maybe it's when, you put him in game, couldn't get his hair completely right. I mean, it's on a different level. I mean, there's no artist that can mimic that. It's just so high above us. I mean, maybe Picasso, Monet could never get it right. It's all blurry. 2nd and 16.
Oh, sometimes when you get going, Cole, I'll tell you.
Very cool for these guys to get to be in game, but right now Kiv's not even thinking about that. He's trying to get this dub and lock it in.
I'm a little jealous.
Little jealous?
We could talk him into. I feel like we could talk maybe the casters or the talent team some bonus content. I want to be in the game.
Keep waiting for that audio DLC.
20 yards down the field.
If it doesn't come in Madden 19, there will be a revolt. I'm putting it out there. I'm just telling you. The kids want it. The kids need it.
I don't know. You can only hear me yell. He's on his horse so many times. Or you just want to tell me to shut up.
Yeah, we'd have to do a ton of different animals there. 3rd and 30. He's on his llama. That just doesn't ring. Just doesn't.
I thought that sounded
Doesn't ring.
good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it sounded all right.
3rd and 30 for Kev.
Back in field goal range at least.
Let's get a game update.
Well, guys, Joel finally getting back into this.
No, not really.
No, he's not. It's a 51-yard touchdown pass for Ghost, 27-6, coming up on the 2-minute warning. Ghost rolling into the playoffs.
You know, guys, I appreciate the game updates, but when we don't hear Joel yelling, we pretty much know what the score is over there. When it's crickets, it's not going well.
And to Joel's credit, I appreciate that about him. You know, you're going to talk trash or whatever, but when things aren't going his way, it's not like he's up there whining or complaining. He's locked in trying to give himself a reason to talk trash, and I like that. Not everyone's built like that, you know?
4th and 22. I'd be surprised if he doesn't run the football here. He's got to go in the shotgun.
As he doesn't get his boot on.
He doesn't have a kicker with this range.
Oh, yeah, it's a good point.
He's got Heath.
Good point, Scott.
Takes a sack. It's not over. You're going to need at least one 2-point conversion. You got to score twice. You need at least one 2-point conversion.
Yep. You need the touchdown. You score the touchdown first, and then you kick the extra point, and then it's an 8-point ball game. And then you got to hope you get a miracle stop. And like you said, that 2-point.
If you're just joining us, I want to paint the scenario here. Skimbo's up by 1, 2:11 to go, but he's really down 29 to 14 on an aggregate score. He's trying to win the division. He's trying to get a first-round bye, so he's got to win by 16 points to win the division and skip the wild card round. So that's the scenario. 2 minutes to go. He's got 2 timeouts. He's going to need a score. He's going to need an onside kick, and he's going to need a 2-point conversion somewhere in there. That's a lot to happen in 2 minutes.
Yeah, winning that division doesn't only get you the bye where you got to avoid playing a tough opponent in the playoffs. You also get an additional $7,500 on top of what you've already made, which would put you at a guaranteed $20,000. And that doesn't include the $1,000 you got for each win here in the Ultimate League.
He's got 6 of those already. Kid with 7. The throw up top, Hester. Can he get there? He is!
Oh,
touchdown,
man.
Skim!
When Skim's got his hand up, he knows he's back. 2 timeouts, minute 49, Scott.
There's only a few players in all.
For 2 here, Skim. Don't do it yet. I don't like doing it here, Scott. Because
build the drama.
You got to keep him under pressure.
This.
He's getting it out the way.
Yeah.
I don't like this, though.
You were calling for it earlier in the game, but not here.
Nah, you take the extra point.
Not like this.
Possession. He just wants to find out.
And he goes for it. Throws, gets in there.
Oh, it's a battle.
Oh, do I kick it deep or do I? Oh, no.
He doesn't know. He wants to know if he should onside or kick it deep. That's what we saw from him in that face cam. Skim's sinking. He's going onside. He's going for glory. He's trying to get vintage here, Scott.
It's all right here.
If he gets this, it's going to be bananas in here.
It's improbable. Here's the onside kick. It's on the ground.
I think
he got it.
I think Skim's got it.
He's got it. He's going to have it at the 42.
Are you kidding me? Oh, we're rocking.
22 to 13. Needs to win by 16 to win the division. Wentz throwing, finding Hill. Not in bounds.
Oh, man. How is Mike Skimbo making this happen? Gets the onside.
Take four.
A little bit of luck on his side right there, and now he just needs to put a score and drive together in the clutch, and we've seen him do this more than a few times.
2nd and 10, can't turn it over. He's already thrown a few picks. Has X. Would have been a tough throw.
The clock's ticking. Skim's got to make this the last possession of the game, because if you score, you don't want to leave Kiv enough time to get down there and kick a field goal and ruin that point dip. Big sack!
Another sack again. Here comes a 4th down. Goes is a victory, 30-6. The only people in the world that care about that right now is his family. We're locked in on the 4th down.
Loop-de-loop. I think even Ghost and Joel's family got to be pumped about what's going on over here.
4th and 13. This is it.
This is action.
4th and the game. He needs a touchdown to win the division based on point differential.
We've seen Kiv lock him up in this situation several times. Oh no!
And it's a sack. Kiv's gonna win the division. Skimbo's gonna win the game.
And look at the savagery from Shea Kivlin, AKA Young Kiv. Just a blank stare into the camera, doesn't even celebrate.
They tried.
And he's had that order all game long. What a fight, what a battle.
I think he was looking over at us saying, settle down. You two are too much.
Nah, he knows that was big. Look at Skim, his face says it all. What a battle though for Skim. Way to fight back, not give up. Try to give yourself a chance, that's all you can do.
Gotta take a knee here.
Look at Kiv. Business as usual. Casually just gets himself a bye. Secures the bag for an additional $7,500.
Yeah, then you can get some jeans with no holes in them. I mean, look at the guy. I mean, he's wearing holy jeans. I feel bad for him. Maybe get a new
knows what he's doing with the fashion. He feels like we don't let him be great. He's got so many clothes, but you got to be, one of the official. You got to get the approval to wear some of this stuff. Kiv stuff, it's so high end. Some of it's not even on the list.
3rd and 13. Runs it. Hangs on there after the big hit.
Can't make this.
So it's a 4th and 14. I don't think he can make this 49-yarder.
I swear he can't make this. I know the wind's blowing way against him. He has a back kicker. There's no way.
Look at Skim. He's still fighting. If Kiv misses this
win
field
again,
goal,
the wind's against him. He doesn't have a kicker with a strong leg.
He's going for it. This is field position 2, man. Let's go.
Skim, he's not giving up yet. He's fighting until the very end.
I ain't got time for that.
He's not on aggressive. You hear him. Not on aggressive line. 4th and 14. First down here. Kiv locks it up. It's a $7,500 play right here. Barking out the orders. Needs to get to the 18-yard line. Wentz. All day. Throws it. And it's picked. Oh.
Drop. That's better.
That's probably good.
That's better for Skim. We still got action.
He might have
thought it was over.
Discombobulated here with 28 seconds to go. He's got no timeouts. Ball at the 32. He's got to go down and score a touchdown to win the division. He's got the game locked up. Now he's trying to get a first-round bye.
And Skim will just not go away, Scott.
He's thrown so many interceptions.
He burnt him.
Throws it up top. One-on-one.
Hefner's got it. Hefner's got it.
Got to get to the line.
Get to the line. It's ticking. It's ticking.
At the 25. 15 seconds now.
Oh, this is nuts.
12 seconds to go. Wentz looking in the end zone. Throws it up again.
Oh,
maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
This is for the bye in the playoffs, an additional $7,500. all types of glory and vintageness. Oh my gosh, Mike Skim, if he could pull this off, Scott.
The Division A title here in the Elite Conference on the line right here. 7 seconds and 25 yards separates these two Titans. Wentz throws, looking, dropped.
Oh my goodness.
Ed Reed coming up with the coverage on Devin Hester. One more time.
Everybody is on the edge of their seat in this building right now, Scott. Could Skim do this?
He's put himself in the realm of possibility. Last play of the game.
Quarters 3 deep right there by Kim. This is good defense. Everyone's manned up, and he's got 3 safeties up top. He's going to control that linebacker that's manned up on the halfback and use him as an extra defender. You got to watch that halfback on that streak out the backfield.
Wentz will have time. Buys more. Can't get rid of it, and Kiv wins the division. He's going to get the first round bye, the extra $7,500. Skimbo wins the game, but he's going to be the number 3 seed going into the playoffs. He will not get the bye. What a game. Goes wins 30-6. And his game over Joel CP and Skimbo and young Kiv. Skimbo gets the victory. So Goes will face Stevie J in the playoffs. Skim will play Joel CP. Let's go to Adrian Lawrence, who's standing by with Skimbo and young Kiv.
Thanks, Scott. I am here. Skimbo winning the game, but young Kiv being victorious under pressure, holding Skimbo from getting that 16 points and taking the bye. How would you rate your performance?
I just played pretty conservative. I didn't want him to get a big lead. He stopped me at first, so then it was kind of a lot of pressure on me, and I was able to score. And then they tried to get him back in the game to get the 16, but luckily we got to stop at the end.
And it was a very exciting finish in that end there. And now as you move on to the playoffs, it looks like you're going to go up against Ghosts. What do you expect?
Well, I'm not sure who I play. I'm pretty sure I have a first-round bye. So
yes, forgive me.
Yeah. So just looking forward to whoever I play. I feel good for whoever I play. I'm playing pretty good right now, so I feel good.
Wonderful. Thank you. And Skimbo, you did get the $1,000. You did win the game. And how did you feel about your performance?
It was kind of a crazy game. I had to play really aggressive, but I actually learned a lot after that game for the next time we played, and so I'll be ready.
Will you tell us what you learned?
No.
I didn't think so. And as you now move on, who do you expect to face?
I'm pretty sure I play Joe, and then the winner of our game. Well, if I win, I'll play Blocky. I saw the little image up there. I believe it was wrong, and if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. So, yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to playing Joel, though. I mean, that's a big game, and I know he's really hungry right now. I got to bring my game, and I plan on doing it. This is, when I play single elimination, I'm ready.
Fantastic. And, yes, you are up against Joel, and I know he's looking forward to it. To you, Dave and Rico.